guys with Rutschman at this point?
He should be active tomorrow, catching and active tomorrow.
Is there anything in particular you needed to see today, or just trusting him?
No, it was more that he played 2 in a row on the rehab, so that we give him a recovery day to do his work here, and then have him available hopefully for a couple days in a row.
Thank you, baseball gods. 3-game losing streak, but good news, Adley Rutschman tonight. Gentlemen, what's their expectations? We talked about it a little bit in the first segment of, hey, right now the bats are just cold as ice. Hopefully he can come in, give you some offense. What are some realistic expectations for him? And more importantly, where do you have him in the lineup? Where is he hitting tonight? That's what I want to know.
I'm batting him 5th. Because I don't want to mess up Rafael Abreu and Contreras. That's been the best thing the Red Sox have had going offensively this year, those 3 in a row. I'm going to bat Rutschman 5th for a couple of factors. One, I want to lengthen the lineup. I want to have a good hitter batting 5th. I want to, I know you want guys at the top. I'm not messing with the top right now. I want more meat in the middle of that lineup.
Yep.
I also don't want to expect too much from a catcher offensively, because he is still an average league hitter. That's what he is. A good catcher is an average league hitter. If you're expecting Adley Rutschman to come in here and be prime Mike Piazza, he's not that. So I think that's an unfair expectation. I love having a switch hitter in the middle of the lineup. Just makes it easier or makes it tougher on opposing managers. That's where I'm batting him.
Even prime Mike Piazza had a little help, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
But we don't. That's another topic for another Boston's entered the chat. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think the Stars, they have a really big upgrade at catcher, meaning just defensively.
Yep.
Big body. I'm interested to see what Sandoval can do with them. 2 guys that never caught together tonight. I would just say, just be, as we talked about, be Adley Rutschman. But tonight, I don't want to spoil the milk here. Mm-hmm. But Dylan Cease is on the mound.
Yeah.
And he shut them down last time. They've lost 3 in a row. To me, this is an opportunity. If you want to show that you can hit, and this hasn't been a fluke,
sure,
and that you can hit some of the best pitching in the league, I would like to see what this Red Sox team can do tonight. But I'm going to tell you, I don't have high expectations. The money line yesterday when the game opened was Toronto minus 150. I thought it would be higher than that. They should be favorites.
Yeah.
But do I think that Adley Rutschman is going to make an impact tonight? Yes, I do. And what I mean by that is you're already better at catcher. Matt, to your point, you put a switch hitter right in the middle of that lineup. I think it protects Wilson Contreras, who's been struggling. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on with Wilson Contreras right now.
Up, right?
Well, he got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if this is symptoms. He had an illness. He is still walking. Had another walk yesterday. But he's been struggling a bit, and I wonder if it's because of the protection in the lineup. He's been chasing a lot of pitches. The other thing is I think he protects Durbin. I think Durbin, maybe, with his swing, could become more of a power hitter, because they're going to, just like the other night, remember they walked Abreu to face Durbin? Well, what are they going to walk Adley Rutschman to get to Durbin? I think it's going to really help Contreras and Durbin in the middle of that lineup. You also get Wong out of the lineup, and to Matt's point, you stretch out that lineup a little bit more, it's stronger at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this team right now just needs a spark in any way you can get it. So if it's Adley Rutschman, we'll take it, right? If it's guys getting healthy at the right time, we'll take it. They need a spark. I understand Cease is on the hill tonight, but this isn't obviously a must-win situation for the Red Sox, but it certainly is mounting for that to happen with this team to get back on the winning track.
So, also, too, by putting Rutschman 5th, if you want more power, and this Red Sox team needs more pop, he's a better power hitter from the left side. He's a better average hitter from the right side. But if you're putting him in between Contreras and Durbin, he's going to see a lot of right-handed pitchers in that spot.
Right.
So that's another reason. Again, the switch hitter is just so valuable. It's a dying thing in baseball. It just changes the way the game can be played. I always like a switch hitter in the middle of the lineup.
617-582-CHAT. What are your expectations for Adley tonight? Here's Chad Tracy on his.
Anytime you're going to add a middle of the order bat into what you already are doing, that's exciting for our team. I know he's excited, so it's getting that in there and another really quality at bat will be helpful. Will be helpful at any team, but for us, it's exciting.
Adley's been out. Go ahead, Pete. The Orioles have talked a lot about his leadership and the way he works with pitchers and stuff. I know he hasn't been on the roster, but how much of that have you kind of seen?
I've just dug into it with different people I've talked to and everything I've heard about him. So at the moment, it's just I've heard that to be the case. And my conversations with him, he seems like an awesome dude. He's very engaged, so like my observations match it, but actually getting him out there working with our guys and watching them work through pre-outing, post-outing stuff will be telling, but I suspect he's going to be fantastic at that.
He's been out not a terribly long time, but still a few weeks. Just the 5 innings behind the plate the other day. Is there going to be an easing in process when he's activated?
When we get him there, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect that you'd see him back there like 3 days in a row right out of the chute. Like you said, he hasn't been down long, so don't feel like his legs are completely out of shape. But like there won't be. I think maybe asking too much to fire him back there right out of the chute for like 3 days in a row. That's probably a little much.
Guys, is there an advantage to bringing this kid against the Blue Jays? I mean, obviously, this is a team he's familiar with in the AL East. He's gone against them a million times with the O's. Is there an advantage to that as opposed to being on the road somewhere in San Fran against the Giants or nothing there?
Yeah, maybe a slight.
I guess, but I think the real advantage the Red Sox are going to have is him coming into this team. He's already somewhat familiar with this pitching staff, being an in-division player. That's going to be the biggest learning curve here for Rutschman. Now, he's very capable of it. You heard Chad Tracy talk about it there. He's widely regarded around baseball for his leadership skills. You know, what he profiles as is a Jason Varitek type of player. He's a switch hitter. He's good behind the plate. Rutschman is one of the better defensive catchers in baseball. He's a leader, and he has offensive upside. Now, again, what is that offensive upside? He's had an OPS over 800 twice in his career. So 800 OPS, obviously good. That's what you want. There are very few catchers in baseball who even have that potential. Now, he hasn't touched that since his age 23 season. So we do need to maybe temper our expectations as to what he is a little bit offensively, especially coming off of all the injuries that he's had. But make no mistake about it, he is a significant upgrade, not only at the plate as a catcher, but behind the plate.
Joe, we talked about how close these losses have been. If the margins are that thin, why can't this kid make an impact? If you're in a tight game, he's up to bat and he makes a play, he brings in a run, you could win the game off that.
Yeah, I was saying how the Red Sox the rest of the way can go 500.
Yeah.
But if he hits 6 home runs the next 50 games, and again, he'll have some days off, but every 2 games hits a home run, something like that. Yeah, like 6 to 7 more home runs could be how many more runs?
Absolutely.
And could be the difference in the Red Sox winning and losing games. So, not like to Matt's point, not only is he going to help you behind the plate, but maybe, just maybe, if he can hit a couple over the wall, that could lead to more wins. I think he's more of a power hitter than we've seen, but maybe the wrist injury is kind of what's held him back.
You know, Baltimore, too, I mean, that is deep to left center field.
Yeah.
Does this change a little bit how he is as a right-handed hitter?
How's this ballpark as far as matching up for a guy like him?
I mean, you know, you're hoping to get more power from Rutschman from the right-handed side of the plate. You know, and you know, he does have more home runs from the left-handed side. However, he's going to hit way more as a left-handed hitter, too. He's going to face more right-handed pitchers. So do you get a more impactful Rutschman from the right side of the plate where he's a better average hitter? Do you get a little bit more pop from the right-handed side of the plate, too?
617-582-CHAT. Here's another thing we talked about yesterday. Joe will remember this. We were talking about nicknames for Adley Rutschman yesterday. Double M, we're going to bring you in on this, but first, you need to flash back and see how we set the table, if you will. What'd you come up with?
Well, he talked about his dad. He called his dad to help him.
Right.
And then someone posted Papa Roach.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
Well, that should be his dad's nickname.
It just starts singing, "Cut my life." No, I'm kidding.
I kind of like Who's Your Adley. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I like
That's a good one.
Well, I'll always take, nicknames.
Yeah, I think
Lord knows
he
you give us
comes with
plenty
a
of
couple nicknames. I think Clutchman is one of them.
Oh, I like that.
Rooster's another one, but I think Clutchman's a little bit better. Maybe as we go along, we'll come up with some other ones.
Well, we can't have anything that was in Baltimore. So
Well,
anything
those are all
that
in
was with
Baltimore.
him, any nickname that was with him in Baltimore needs to stay there with the crab cakes. He can't come here and then we're calling him the same thing as them. We need an original piece.
Yeah, he needs like some sort of Boston
Let us know. Call us.
Let us know.
Leave us a voicemail with all of your ideas.
Yes, 617-582-CHAT. You can also hashtag Ness and Chat. Send your ideas to us, and we will judge you for it, make fun of you if it stinks, or give you credit if it's great.
We'll boo you.
Or throw tomatoes. All right, so, I mean, you heard it there. 617-582-CHAT. You all did respond in kind. Before we get there, I'm going with Who's Your Adley Joe, where are you going?
Yeah, I was trying to. The reason why was because we were trying to make it a little bit more Boston.
Yeah.
You know, like Rutschy kid, or like something like that. So that's where this kind of all originated.
All right.
Well, they did, as a child, call him the Clam Whisperer. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This goes back to his youth in Oregon finding marine life in the mud. He was well known for that. Now, obviously, the Oregon coast is a tremendous coast. It might be the best coastline in the United States. But you come to Boston, where we've got clam chowder here.
Yeah.
The Clam Whisperer.
I like that.
Ooh, yesterday I got one, the deckhand. I thought was pretty good because he's behind the. But we need something a little better. I think.
All right, well, let's see. I mean, listen, we got phone calls, we had tweets, we had everything. Let's take a look at some of them as they rolled in here. This is a ton right here. Rutsch Hour, Rutschzilla, Rutsch Daddy, Rutsch Hour, Rutsch Almighty, Gold Rutsch.
Gold Rutsch.
Kind of like Gold Rutsch, right? August Rutsch, Rutsch Hour, that's a lot of them. Truly, Adley, deeply. Kind of like that. It's a little wordy. I mean, look at all these. The Flying Rutschman's kind of
the deckhand. See, there it is.
Oh, there it is. The Chowder Commander.
Ooh.
Flying Rutschman.
I like that.
The Flying Rutschman. That's it.
That's a good
That's
one.
the one?
That's it. The
Is
Flying
that
Rutschman.
after Rick Smits? Is he the Flying Dutchman?
The Flying
Rick
Dutchman.
Smits?
Yeah, Dutchman.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So the Flying Russian. I kind of like that one. Adley, the ball is crushed, man. I kind of like that one.
The Adley man can. Oh,
I like the Adley
no.
man can. Big time Rutsch. I like these. These are good. Yeah. The only thing I need to cross-reference and see, like, were any of these used in Baltimore? Because I don't want any of that. I want an OG, which is kind of what you were saying, like give it a Boston twang
it needs something. I feel like we need that to be organic, though. Because in hockey, it's always like Rutschy, right?
Yeah.
Like Matty.
But by the way, what is it with hockey people? Like, you got to get a little bit more creative. You can't just add a Y or an IE onto everything, and then that's your nickname. Bergie, Marchie.
So you can't go Rutschy.
No, you can't go Rutschy.
No,
Yeah.
out on Rutschy.
Well, we've done that in baseball, too, Chappie.
Yeah, Chappie.
We say Chappie. Let's not act like I've called him Chappie.
This is like straight out of the 90s where you'd take your first initial and then you'd take the first 3 letters of your last name. It's like J. Murr.
Yeah. What we used to do was our middle name and our street name. And that was our...
like rap name? Was that your rap name, Joe?
I was going to say porn name, but yes.
And that's how they did it in Hyde Park.
Right. 617.
The brakes got pumped.
It's a lot.
Well, now it would be Michael Forrest.
I wish he had said rap name.
Joey Murda.
Oh, I like that. That's how they did it.
Yeah.
JP. Hey, when we come back, Patriots camp is in full effect. Joint practice with the Colts. We'll hear from the head coach and QB1 next, right here on Boston's Enter the Chat. Why couldn't you just...